Hi all, welcome to Tech Forum. In this video, let us see the details on native image lazy loading feature on Chrome and Firefox browsers. By default, all browsers will load the entire web page when the user is accessing an URL. If the page is large, it takes more time to load, and as a side effect of this longer page load time impacts the search rank. Earlier, the website developers have implemented image lazy loading with the help of third-party JavaScript libraries into their websites. These scripts work by loading only images seen at the top of the site in the visible section of the page named above the fold. Lazy loading scripts will delay loading images shown below the fold and only load them if the user scrolls down and the photos enter the user visible area. Chrome 76 introduced lazy loading attribute. Now it's part of default functionality in the latest version to lazy load the images and iframes without the custom lazy loading code or any other use of JavaScript library. With this new feature, it's very easy to implement the lazy loading on images and iframes just by using its simple attribute. Okay, let me show that attributes. Yeah, if you see here, this is the image tag. Then we have some new attribute called loading equal to lazy. So yeah, loading equal to lazy. Then iframe, you can again say the loading equal to lazy. Here we can see this width and height attributes to prevent the surrounding content from reflowing when a lazy loaded image is downloaded. So means like even this will impact when you do a lazy loading, the surrounding content also will impact it. To avoid that, so make sure to add the height and width attributes to the image element or specify their values directly in the inline style. So you can see here either you can specify width equal to 400, height 400 directly in the element or as a style. Okay, using this attribute we can load image and iframe only when it gets into the viewport. Whenever it is viewable to the user, so that time this images and iframe will be loaded. The loading attribute supports three different values to differ loading off-screen images and iframes until user scrolls near them. One is lazy. Yeah, that's this one, lazy loading equal to lazy, enables the lazy loading to images and iframes. The second one is like eager, loads images and iframes right away. So like start of the page or like while loading the page, it will load all the images. That's eager. Then auto, the browser will determine whether or not to lazy load. That is the third value, auto. The loading property can be used to detect if the feature is supported in the browser, because like all the browser won't support this. So that like we can use this loading property. So you can see here loading in HTML image element dot prototype. So it will tell you like if it is enabled, this condition will be matched, else it will go to the else block. So through this you can identify, and if you want to have some custom, so let's say like you want to enable the lazy loading, wherever the browser supported this functionality you can use that, otherwise you can have your own custom functionalities. So now like let us see the demo in Chrome. So let me go into Chrome browser. Yeah, so let me, yeah, this is the sample URL. Let me go into a new incognito window, inspect. Let me go to the network. Yeah, let me access this page now. Yeah, so if you see here, this page it's saying true, means that value is enabled in this Chrome browser. Also like it only downloaded around 5-6 images, but this page is having more images. Now when the moment we start scrolling it, yeah, see, if you see, one by one the images are getting loaded. Yeah, so the page will be loaded very fast, as if the initial load will be very fast. Like then like whenever required, whenever user try to view that images, the subsequent images will be requested. So it's a lazy loading. Yeah, okay. whenever required the images are loaded. Now now all the images are loaded already. Okay, yeah, this is very helpful because this will improve the performance, the initial load of the page will be improved. So otherwise, like we need to write some logic or JavaScript, custom JavaScript to achieve this. But now Chrome by default it will support, natively it will support the lazy loading. So the Firefox now introduces this feature as part of the Firefox 75 nightly version. So far the main version is not enabled with this feature in Firefox, but the Firefox 75 nightly version enabled this. Like this may be enabled by default when nightly 75 version reaches the stable branch. So I already have the nightly version. Let me show that. Yeah, I installed with the nightly version. So the version is 75 now, the latest nightly version. So if you want to enable this particular feature or disable, you can go into about, then config. Yeah, so accept and continue. So here just type lazy. Yeah, if you can see DOM.image lazy loading enabled true. So if you want, you can disable this also. So if you are enabling or disabling, you need to relaunch the browser. So after relaunching, even you can test it here. Here also you will see the same behavior. I will go into a private window. Okay, inspect network. Let me access this now. Yeah, here also if you see here, like little different, only I think only one image is downloaded. So now if I go further, yes, it's all other images are getting downloaded. Yeah, now this is again like first time, like when the page loaded, only one image is like downloaded, so that it is your initial load time is going to be improved. So user will be able to see the content immediately. Then whenever further required, when the user changes their view area, so the subsequent images will be downloaded. Okay, thanks all for watching this video. See you in the next video.